Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Teep Talk. I am your co-host and host today, Russ. Yes, the host, my partner in crime, is not here today, but he will be here next week for the Strickland and Cosmod fight. But until that time, let's get into this first. We get all these picks that we are about to tell you from UFC.com and DraftKings, where the crown is yours. And even though he's not here, he'll still fight John Jones. I'm just saying. Dana White, set it up. Set it up, seriously. He wants to fight John Jones. UFC event right now. But anyway, let's get into this. It's UFC Fight Night, Della Maddalena versus Prates, RAC Arena in Perth, Australia. And my partner in crime today cannot help me with the pronunciation of these fighters, so we're going to do it live. Here we go. Our first fight is a heavyweight bout, Australia versus England. England's Louis Sutherland, 10 wins, 5 losses, 8 knockouts, 7 first-round finishes. He lost his last 2 fights in a round 1 knockout and a round 1 submission. He's fought pretty much nobody I know. He's a plus 180. Going up against Tai Tuivasa. He's 15-9, 14 knockouts, 12 first-round finishes. He's lost his last 2 fights, unanimous decision and split decision. This man has lost his last 7 fights in a row. And me and Wes, we saw this. We saw his last fight. And we were rooting for the guy. He fought Texile. I'm not going to say his name, but I'm going to say it like that. But he's fought him. He lost a unanimous decision. He's fought Volkov, lost a round 2 submission. Pavlovich lost a round 1 knockout. Cyril Gahn, round 3 knockout. He beat Derek Lewis in a round 2 knockout. He beat Stefan Struve, round 1 knockout. Dos Santos, he lost to a knockout. Arlovsky, he beat him to a decision. He's a minus 218. And this is his home country, folks. This is his home country, Australia. So I am picking Tai again for this pick. I have hopes for this guy. Please don't lose 8 in a row. You got this, right? Our next heavyweight bout is Bahrain versus Australia. Bahrain is Shamil Gaziev, 14-2, 9 knockouts, 3 submissions, 9 first-round finishes. He's lost his last fight by round 1 knockout TKO, won the fight before that round 1 knockout TKO. He's fought Cortez Acosta, and he lost by round 1 knockout TKO. He's a plus 114. Going up against Australia's Brando Peric, 6-1. He's 5 knockouts, 1 submission, 6 first-round finishes. Won his last 2 fights, both round 1 knockouts. Fought pretty much nobody I know. Minus 135. I am choosing Brando. I think he's got it. Obviously, it's his home country. He's going to get it. Right? Next fight is Morocco versus New Zealand. Morocco's Marwan Rakiki, 8-0, 7 knockouts, 1 submissions, 3 first-round finishes. Won his last fight by a round 2 knockout TKOs. Fought, again, nobody I know. He's a minus 750 going up against Ali Schmid, 4-2, 3-fight win streak this guy has, 3 knockouts, 3 first-round finishes. No fight history that I found, plus 525. I am choosing Rahiki. Now, let's see here. There is another fight that was added, but I didn't put it on here. Unless I actually just said it. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I might have said it. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah. No, I didn't say it. So, anyway. Let's see. United States versus Australia. So we got United States, Tim Elliott, 22-13-1, 3 knockouts, 8 submissions, 6 first-round finishes. Won his last fights by round 2 submission, round 1 submission. He's fought Royval and lost to a submission. He's fought Vigorito. He lost to a round 1 submission. Demetrius Johnson, round 5 unanimous decision. He's fought Benavides, and he lost to submission. Dotson lost to unanimous decision. He was on the Ultimate Fighter. He's a plus 164, right? So he's pretty he's well known, but he's not has a good streak. But he's going up against Australia's Steve Ursig, 13-4, 2 knockouts, 6 submissions, 5 first-round finishes. Won his last fight by round 3 unanimous decision and lost the fight before that round 5 unanimous decision. Fought Moreno and lost. He's fought France and lost. He's fought Pantoja and lost. Unanimous decisions and round 1 knockouts. He's minus 198. I know that everybody's going to probably choose him. I chose Elliott because I don't know. It's just United States, but I feel like everybody's going to choose Eric or Steve because he's from Australia, so it's kind of known that sometimes you win in your home country. So I don't blame you all if you don't pick Steve. But it's flyweight bout. The other one was a featherweight bout. I forgot to say that. Co-main event, folks. United States versus Australia. Again, we got Beneil Dariush, 23-7-1, 5 knockouts, 8 submissions, 8 first-round finishes. Lost his last fight by round 1 knockout, and won the fight before that unanimous decision. He's fought Saint Denis, lost a round 1 knockout. Meccano, round 3 unanimous decision. Arman, lost to a knockout. Oliveira, lost to a knockout. Gamrot, beat him unanimous decision. Tony Ferguson, beat him unanimous decision. Drew Dober, beat him submission. Michael Chelsea lost by submission. Beat Michael Johnson by a split decision. He's a plus 370. Going up against Quillian Salkild. I might be saying that wrong too. He's 11-1, 4 knockouts, 4 submissions, 6 first-round finishes. Won his last 2 fights by round 1 submission and round 1 knockout TKO. I don't know any of the guys really he's fought, but he's a minus 45. I'm choosing Quillian. I'm definitely going with Quillian on this one. If you got now, again, guys, if you don't have to choose these picks at all, I mean, these are just picks that I'm going to go with. I mean, you never know. I might choose the safe route and go with Steve for this pick because they're all from Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event is a welterweight bout. Australia versus Brazil. So I'm going to go with Brazil first. Carlos Prates has been on an awesome journey. He is 23-7, 18 knockouts, 3 submissions, 10 first-round finishes. He won his last 2 fights by a round 2 knockout TKO, round 1 knockout TKO. Fought Leon Edwards, beat him by knockout TKO. Neal, round 1 knockout TKO. He's lost to Mashigo Gary, which is, my buddy West don't like that guy. But he lost to him to a round 5 unanimous decision. He's beaten Magny, round 1 knockout TKO. He's a minus 122. Going up against Australia's own, the former welterweight champion, Jack Della Maddalena. And he's 18-3, 12 knockouts, 2 submissions, 8 first-round finishes. Lost his last fight by round 5 unanimous decision and won the fight before that, round 5 unanimous decision. He's fought Makhachev, lost to unanimous decision. Muhammad beat him unanimous decision. He beat Gilbert Burns by knockout TKO and beat Kevin Holland by split decision. He's a plus 102. He's a plus. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the question is, at this point, the real question is, will Carlos Prates win on his streak that he's going on? Is he going to keep going to the welterweight, to try to get to this finale? Or is Jack Della Maddalena, was that just a fluke? Like, all right, I got beat by Makhachev. I got held down for 5 rounds and beat. Is that going to affect him in this fight? Or is this redemption? Is he going to win? I still want Carlos to win, but here's what I'm going to tell you. If you decide to choose the fighters that I chose, you get $95.79. Now, if you want to change it to Louis, only just Louis, and keep those fighters, it's going to be $183, just in case you don't want to go with Ty. Now, if you decide to change it to, if you do Dariush, Jack Della Maddalena, and Schmid, you get $593 if you just choose those 3. And if you decide to keep all those picks, again, if you keep them all, you change it to Jack Della Maddalena, you get $106. Now, I'm just gonna play the safe route here. I'm gonna do this real quick because I didn't put it on here. But let's see here. Let's say we choose. Give me 1 second here, because I'm gonna do this for you on here. Let's say you go with Ty, Brandon, Steve, Quillian, and then you choose Jack. So if you go with all the safe fighters and you decide to choose Jack instead of Carlos, you get $105. And if you choose Carlos, you get $95. Yeah, it's still the same. So there's that. I mean, you still get some good money if you decide to bet it. Again, you don't have to pick all those. You really don't. You can just pick 5, 3, 2, 1. I don't know. It don't matter. You can pick whatever. On this next thing, folks, we got UFC 5 game statistics this time. So we got Elliott versus Steve, and we got Della Maddalena versus Prates. So Elliott won by decision, and Prates won by knockout TKO. If you decide to choose those method of victories, and it's just 2, $10 will get you $132. That is what you will get. Now, usually I would just end it immediately and just be like, because I have nothing else to talk about. But I do have something to talk about. What me and my buddy have discussed is the will Conor McGregor return? And because we've been seeing a lot of this Max Holloway McGregor thing going on. We honestly think that McGregor will not return because it's just all this hype and everything. But if he does, I think he's going to lose to Max Holloway. I think Max Holloway is going to beat him, and that's just the way it is. That's really all I have on that matter because Max Holloway's been in the game forever. And, but you know what? And actually, before I go into that, you could take it. And I'm gonna go the road that possibly Wes would go in. What if they bring Conor McGregor back and the hype is up and they pay behind the scenes? Like, you know what? It's his first fight back in a while. We should get him to try to win so then people can still have hopes for Conor McGregor. Let him win and then he retires a winner. He just he doesn't even really come back. He just one last fight and leaves, right? Because fighters that have been gone for so long, usually they'll come back for one fight and either win or lose and then leave again. And I feel that if he does come back, that's what's going to happen. He's just going to come back, win or lose, and just not compete anymore. He's just going to stop. Like that's it. That's his accomplishment. And that's how I feel if he returns. But anyway, that is it for this week's episode of Teep Talk. I have been your host and co-host today, Russ. And tell this, the next time you're on a trip in Australia and you see Robert Irwin, Steve Irwin's son, rest in peace for Steve Irwin. You look at him and you say, hey, I'm happy that I have met you. I'm happy that you're taking your father's legacy to the greatest amount that you could possibly take it. But what brought me here today is not only to see you, but Teep Talk. Show this to that person. And if I have to give a second one because my buddy ate here, I'm just going to say, give it to your local tour guide in Australia. If you've never been to Australia before, tell your tour guide. But like, see those lines over there? Those lines could kill us right now, But you know what? Teep Talk. That is what brought us here. TEEP. Teep. Thank you all. And we will see you next week.